There are some out there who are going to tell you that the halfback is one of the best roles in the game. Today, I'm going to explain why he can play differently under different circumstances and how some of those circumstances can bring out the best in that role. So we've got Atalanta here. The first configuration is like a back four like this. You've got two central defenders, a halfback and two wing backs. Halfback this year, when he drops in, they split a bit wider and the wing backs become a bit more attacking. Now, if I played this kind of a setup, chances are there'll be a lot of play that goes on the flanks because these central defenders are just going to play simple passes. These wingbacks are going to be higher up the pitch. You see a lot of the ball moving down the flanks and then coming in again. Here, our halfback doesn't have any traits. He has passing of 12, vision of 12, concentration of 12. I mean, this is a bulk basic, like as far as I can tell, ball-winning midfielder. Here, we've got the goalkeeper on the ball with two central defenders and a halfback. So if the halfback is an easy passing opportunity, he might bring the ball forward. Now, if it goes to the central defenders, it's going to be a simple pass. Now, he goes out to the wing back. The wing back goes down the flanks. He finds another winger. He goes to the central midfielder, loses the ball. The wing backs get the ball again. You can see right now the shape of our defense. With the halfback here, the two central defenders and the wing backs are launching the attacks. So the halfback in a typical setup with the back four is acting like an auxiliary defender. So next, we're going to change the roles at the back to ball-playing defenders to see what kind of difference that makes. The opposition have a throw-in. You can see that we look a bit messy. Now we've gone into a line of 5 with the halfback over here. The opposition have the ball. I'm expecting the halfback to move up slightly and take up a DM position. He sweeps up in front of them and then sticks around, makes sure, holds still, becomes one more central defender again. I think for some of you might be wondering, how does he look like when the team needs to defend? Now, the opposition have the ball at this point. The halfback is in the center. As the ball goes down, the halfback is in a good position and he tracks the target once he enters his zone. Tries to take the ball off him. They defend reasonably well, but the halfback does do some pressing. One thing you're going to have to expect with a halfback, anytime a central defender pushes up like he has in this case, then the halfback is going to take away his position. I love using halfbacks with ball-playing defenders. When a halfback plays with a ball-playing defender, we can do these kind of things. We can pull teams out of position. We don't play too many simple passes. We do well with keeping the ball, dragging the opposition around, looking to stretch them. This is where the halfback excels. Now, he will be great at building our play and helping us move the team along. But he doesn't play any significant part in attacking transitions. He usually stays back. So the FM24 halfback and the FM23 halfback, they're totally different. With a diamond, I expect him to behave the same way. But what happens when we use him in a more funky setup? So here we have a 4-2-3-1. It's fairly simple. We've got a wing back and attack here. We'll probably turn this. Let's turn this guy onto a cover duty just for the fun of it, right? So we've got a halfback here. Let's see how far he will drop. And yeah, let's go. Same game, different tactic. So once again, we're going to use our Dopo as our halfback. Immediately, you can see the inclination to drop into the hole, right? We've got them moving. You can see the positioning is already beginning to start from kickoff. We've got 1, 2, 3. The central defender actually shifted slightly to the left. Right from the kickoff, he has made a move, right? This is where they were at kickoff. And immediately after kickoff, he makes a slight move to the left. He comes in over here. You can actually see the move immediately. There we go. He receives the pass and our halfback has dropped into this hole to play like a wide center back. This is significant because it means that we can actually use these guys on attacking roles more. But notice the difference now. As we're attacking, the halfback is now taking a more active role in the transition. He's pushing forward. He's still there. He's gone right into the attacking third. The fullback has come in. The centre back covers for him. The halfback now plays it out. And then he finds the winger and we score our first goal. It's definitely different. So if we were to use the halfback in a 4-2-3-1 offset, which is currently, in my opinion, one of the more funky ways of using him, we can get some really interesting build-ups. Right now, we've swung from one end of the pitch. The halfback forms the defensive anchor on the right side as we escadenia our way into scoring a goal. Now, the reason why I'm using this particular setup is because this will make this flank a bit more attacking. So why did I go with this particular setup? Because we've got a wingback who's going to give us width. He's going to attack us down the flank. These two will probably attack quite aggressively. Our ball-playing defender will drop back if needed. During the build-out phase, yeah, they become a 5, but the moment the ball goes to the wingback, the halfback and the wingback hold hands and they charge down the flank together, which gives us an excellent opportunity to create an attacking pattern that involves two roles. I'm always looking for a tactical reset because I want to know where that halfback goes and starts again, because it's always a good clue. Now, we've got the halfback. We're taking a set piece here. The halfback is in this position. We've got two players here. Both of them are wingbacks. So I'm expecting to see several players swap positions again. The wingbacks will return to the attacking positions if we get to hold on to the ball. So the play is made. We go back. You can see one wingback. Now we see the swapping occur. Pasalic gets the ball. Adopo moves here. One wingback is here. The other wingback is still here. He goes to the left. This wingback is attacking. The two central defenders have dropped back into their defensive positions, but look at where the halfback is. He's playing like a wide center back. So this is what's going to happen when we have the setup done like this, where we have a wingback and a halfback in proximity to each other, in close proximity to each other. So the halfback is supporting the play of the wingback. The halfback goes back now, goes into the center, supports play. We're able to shift out. Now, the moment the attack goes this way, he becomes a defensive anchor. This is one of the best ways currently I find of using the halfback at the moment, because it's something I've always wanted to be able to do, where we might be able to use anchors a bit more. Now, you can see how the central defenders have shifted up. One central defender has gone all the way up to this corner, while this wingback has gone down to attack. So what has happened in this setup, it's stretched our central defenders really wide. Now, you might be wondering, I might have stayed wider on that ball-playing defender. I don't. This is the reason why I love to use halfbacks with ball-playing defenders. Ball-playing defenders, with good ball-playing defenders, you can bring the ball out if needed. You can stretch defenses. It's probably the best way I know of to use a halfback in the game. Of course, you can use the halfback with weaker teams, using central defenders. You might not get the same effect, but what I do expect to see, even in those kind of setups where you use two central defenders, the halfback will play like a wide center back in an asymmetric system, where he's an offset halfback, or even in a double D system where you have two DMs, he plays offset. Look at what the halfback, this is not so. And look at where our halfback is. So he's gone up, he's playing as a wide central defender, but now he ends up in the center like a typical DM. We get a great chance. The halfback now, as the wingback goes attacking, he's quite far back. He's like one of the back four. Goes forward. You can see the halfback coming up. He's in line with the other wingback. They go up. We're attacking this side. The halfback shifts into the center. It's not a bad way of playing the halfback. I think now it's time for us to turn the heat up on the halfback. In unorthodox setups, the halfback reverts to being a bit of FM23. And it will happen if you do some weird setups, like, you've got an inverted fullback here. We've got a ball-playing defender here. We've got a hole here that needs to be filled. Obviously, we think the halfback is going to rotate, right? But there's no one to rotate with him. Because there's no central defender to rotate with him, he doesn't rotate. He does help us play the ball out from the defense, but he's going to take part in the attacking transitions. This is a fairly unorthodox setup. But if the players at the back have got good jumping reach, what can happen? Very simple. The ball goes over the top. The halfback is in a very good position. He's going to take part in the attacking transition, because we're kind of not playing by the same rules again by using back fours. Now, I don't know if SI is going to change this, whether they're going to tweak it, because the halfback definitely plays differently if you're using a unique setup like this. So you've got certain unique setups where the halfback actually reverts to play like a defensive midfielder from FM23. And then gives us the same play out from the back for FM24. Here the ball goes up. We're not playing out from the back. We're taking part in the attacking transition. But watch what the halfback does. He moves, he gets into the center, and then receives the ball unchallenged. Now, this is huge for me because it means that I can pick players for this position who've got great passing vision, decisions. Maybe they have killer balls, flair. If they have flair and I'm using, and he has takes more risks, he can thread balls between the lines. And I can definitely create goal scoring opportunities. If that doesn't work, FM24 is also good for long shots. Then we can set one up. FM24, positional play, that involves rotations. We've seen what the halfback can do. The halfback rotates with a central defender in a back four and then plays like a central defender. When he's offset, he rotates with a central defender, plays like a wide centre back. When there's no central defender, he kind of reverts to something like what we used to from FM23. But this gives us a chance to use the positional play feature to do some interesting overloads. Well, I hope I shed some light on how the halfback is playing and you are intrigued enough to want to go and try him out in some of your tactics. If you have questions, you guys know where to find me. Meanwhile, thank you for your support. I hope you're looking after yourself. I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.